What is going on, everybody? What is occurring? It is day 94 of streaming every day to hit 1,000 subscribers, and today is the 600 subscriber celebration. Despite the fact that we're, well into 700, we will be celebrating 700 as well. I'll be doing that next Friday, but for now, of course, we celebrate 600 because I just didn't get a chance to do it when we hit 600. It just came and went so quick, and I was really busy over the last couple of weeks with other things and obviously doing the daily stream, so a little bit delayed, but here we are. I did say I was going to celebrate every milestone, every 100 milestone, from 300 up to 1,000, and of course, although it is delayed, we are celebrating 700. So here we are. Celebrating 600. So here we are. Thanks for joining me. If you're watching this on replay, please don't forget to go and subscribe to the channel. And if you already subscribed, then of course hit that like button, and hit the like button either way. Hopefully gonna have a few guests pop in. But regardless of whether there's guests or not, I will be here, and I will be building the Imperial Po Boy, the Imperial Po Boy, the Imperial Probe Droid. Why did the color just change on the screen? What the hell happened there? Why did I just suddenly go pink? It accidentally turns like sepia on or something. Hello? I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, I'll be building the Probe Droid. This was voted for by the... It's doing it again. Why is it changing color like that? Anyway, you guys voted for this on the members only poll that exists on the members tab, or the members section of the channel. If you're not a member, please consider becoming a member of the channel and go over there. It is very cheap. You get a lot for your money. You can go and find out all the benefits. If you press that members button or join button, it won't charge you anything, but it will show you everything that's available to you before you do. And if you want any more details, ask me and I will let you know. But yes, the members had the opportunity over the last week or so to vote for which set they wanted me to build on this stream, and the members decided. I think we had, I'm not sure how many votes we had, I'll check in a second, but we've got 47 members now to the channel. I don't think all of them voted, but this was the set that they chose. So I do appreciate you guys, and I will be building that very, very soon. Hopefully with some company, but if not, I'm sure I can manage on my own. So this is it, guys. Day 94 of streaming every day till we hit 1,000 subscribers. Can you believe it's been 94 days? 94 days of streams, and I've seen everything from guests from all over the community, all sorts of craziness on the regular show that we do every Sunday. Check that out, Sunday coming. Wandering around, walking to work, walking home from work, on my lunch break in work, all sorts of different stuff. A nice variety of daily streams there, ranging from less than a minute right up until like 4 or 5 hours. So yes, but can you believe it's been 94 days? It does seem to have gone quick. We're almost coming up to 100 days of streaming, 100 consecutive days of streaming, and I'm really excited about hitting that milestone. Part of me is kind of glad that we hadn't hit the 1,000 before we hit the 100, because first of all, because I said that I was gonna be about 150 days when I hit 1,000, but also because obviously hitting 100 days of streaming is a nice round juicy number to hit as well. So we got Sarah out there in the chat. Mayo was out there before we even opened. Well done, Mayo. So Sarah's saying hello. Nimble saying, damn, I was hoping to see you do a live build of the Bricktastic mug. Can be done, mate. I did add it to the vote, but unfortunately everybody liked it, so it didn't get voted for. 47 members now. We had 33 on opening day and 14 in the weeks following, or the week and a half following. So it's been crazy, and I really do appreciate every single one of those guys. Nimble's throwing it. Mate, what are you doing? Don't be giving no money, mate. You don't need to be giving donations, honestly. I mean, I do appreciate it, and obviously it's really nice of you, but don't be giving donations, mate. No, especially not you, because you know you're basically paying your own wage. Happy Friday. See you Sunday, Sheep Shagar. So yeah, see you Sunday too. Obviously, a shame you couldn't pop on today, mate. I know, obviously, it's already 6 minutes past your bedtime, so got to get those 10 hours of beauty sleep. I mean, they're obviously not working, but keep trying anyway. But appreciate the $1.99. If you want to see a super chat, you know where they are. Let me know. I'll throw one on for you. And again, appreciate that. £1.99. Okay, so who else is out there? We got Ken, the man. 94 days, and I would be completely out of words. Well, you know me, Ken. Could probably go 940 days and still not run out of things to say. But yeah, I think one of my first things I thought of when I was like, should I do like a consecutive daily stream? I was off sick at the time, and obviously I didn't really think about what it'd be like going back to work, but I just thought, you know, I could do like maybe 10 or 15 days while I'm still off on the sick or whatever it was. And then I thought, see how it goes. And I did think to myself at one point, the moment crossed my mind for like a split second was, oh, what if it goes to like over 100? What am I going to talk about? And then sort of shook myself awake and realized it's me. I can talk about paint drying. So yeah, everybody chatting away. Had to spell it like that, Sarah, in case it got censored or removed. Sugar. Yeah. What he meant was cigar. How much is the membership? You'll have to go and check it out. If you click down here somewhere, it should say join, and give you the options. We went for the lowest. We didn't go for 3 bandings. I think it was 4 bandings they suggested for the amount of, what do we call them, perks that we were offering. Obviously, the content of them is, you know, YouTube can't see that, but you can see how many perks you were going to add, and it was like, right, recommends 4. And it recommended, I think, I can't remember what the prices were, but the highest price one, it was recommending like, I don't know, 20 quid or something. But no, we went for 2 bands, and we went for the lowest possible and the next lowest possible. You can't do any lower than what we did, which was 99 pence and 1.99. To sum it up, 99p pretty much gets everything. And then 1.99 gets the addition of being a bit more involved in terms of the face of the channel. So getting to be on streams, getting to join the panel, getting to do that kind of stuff. And we're going to try and make a few more exclusive kind of bits as well. So it wouldn't be for everybody. We just wanted to make it for the people who were keen to, you know, perhaps be a bit more involved in streams and getting to know us, coming on the streams, entering the green room chat, being on the After Dark, that kind of stuff. A bit more kind of behind the scenes. So they're like kind of backstage passes, if you like. The 1.99 is the backstage pass plus all the other perks. Members perks mainly are, you know, you got your 4 emojis you can use in the chat, which ours are specific to us, which obviously is great. You've got your loyalty badges, which the members actually get to vote for what their loyalty badges are going to be. So far, we've set 2 up, which is a little Ice Cube guy and then the free ball and Ice Cube guy. And obviously, I'll be doing a poll soon for the members to choose what the third, the 2-month one is or whatever. So not just some colored little star like some of the other channels have. Ours are actually custom ones. And then they've got things like membership, sneak peek to our new shorts, to shorts, membership, early access to shorts, early access, sneak peeks to super chats that we're creating for the show, members polls to vote for things like what we're going to call the Ice Cube guy, what loyalty badges to have, what set should I build, what topic should we talk about, those kind of things. And then we're going to have like members only streams. Not many, but there's going to be a few where we just stream just for our members. There's going to be Like, what was the only thing? The other thing, we're going to make videos just for members, all sorts of stuff. So it's there if you want to, mate. Like, obviously, I'm not going to force anybody to do it. I encourage people to, but obviously, I've got something to benefit from it. But doesn't have to. I would appreciate it if you do. But if not, view and watch. The one thing we did say, Mayo, that we were kind of, or I was quite passionate about, and the guys kind of backed me up on this, is that I didn't want to offer anything in terms of a perk that we'd already been offering on the channel. So we weren't going to suddenly be like, right, you can vote in the poll on the chat anymore unless you're a member, or this, that, and the other. So we were conscious not to take anything away from our current offering on the show and on the channel. So anything we do for members is stuff that's new that we didn't do before, so that we don't affect the normal sort of viewing or the normal kind of content of the channel. Jose Montoya is saying, hi Jose, thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. It's day 94. Please go and hit that subscribe button, and obviously like the stream, because this is the road to 1K, as you can see down below here. I'm streaming every single day until we hit this 1,000 subscribers. So you can help me out by going and hitting that subscribe button. And the same goes for you, Erica Knight, who's also out there. And thanks for saying hi. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, hooray, have a nice day with the Eaton Rifles. No, hello, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Paddy's saying I could still remove it. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Paddy's got spanner access. I don't know what else you want to call it. Admin. Also, Force Bricks is saying, what's up, Force Bricks? Ken is saying that light is awesome. What light? Wait, what light is he talking about? That light is awesome. It keeps you guessing what's going to happen next. Oh, yeah, the color changing on the screen. I don't know what that's about. I have no clue why that's happening. It's weird. It was when I brought this set onto the thing and I showed it like that. Yeah, it's changing color. What the hell's that about? That's really weird. I don't know why that's doing that. I've never seen that before. You know, my light bulbs are just fine. I mean, it just looks like a glowing, like an alien ship or something, but it's actually 4 separate light bulbs on each one. And they're working fine. They're not flickering, nothing. So I have no idea what it's all about. It's an odd one. But a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Speaking of welcome, here he is, the man, the myth.
All right, my babbers.
How's it going? Right? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sheep cigars.
Right.
Right. Okay, good to know. Paddy is a spanner. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. That is weird. I don't know what's happening. But let's see what happens to Whitkey, or whether it's just me. But yeah, what that was like, that scene in Cocoon. Yeah. Where they kind of take their skins off and they're just like glowing white and entities. Like that's kind of good reference. I love that film. I used to watch that film all the time.
Great film, and the sequel is quite good as well. Actually, it's yeah. I know sometimes sequels are, but yeah, it's pretty good. And that's why that program that I was watching called The Burrows reminded me a bit like that, but not quite. But it's old people. Yeah, so it does remind. It's not like Cocoon, but it reminds me of Cocoon, if you know what I mean. It sounds a bit weird saying it like that, but
yeah. What was I going to say then? Yeah, that scene in Cocoon. Oh, and that was it. They were showing the other day that what's the guy, Woodrow, whatever his name is, with the tash and the glasses in that movie. So they were saying that his age during that movie was the same age as Paul Rudd is now.
Oh yeah.
It just goes to show how people have aged differently over the years. Yeah.
People do, don't they? I mean, I look at picture. I'm looking at my dad now, and he was like, what, 2 years or a year younger than what I am now, and he just looked like a granddad. Like a
Wilfred Brimley. That's it. Yeah. What did I say? Woodrow Wilson.
He was a nasty. Oh, what's that one? The Tom Cruise film to do with the lawyers. He was a nasty man in that.
Oh, The Firm.
Yeah, that's it. The Firm. I remember years ago going to the cinema with my girlfriend at the time. She loved Tom Cruise, right? And I turned around and I said, oh, I wasn't that keen on Tom Cruise. I mean, I like Legend, but I wasn't a massive fan of his. And I said, well, because all he says is son of a bitch. And literally the first thing he says in The Firm is son of a bitch. That was weird. We went to the cinema. We went to like an old-fashioned cinema that had been there for years, gone now. But it was like, it was after obviously we've had the big cinemas and stuff. So, so we went to this little old one, and they did stop halfway and had intimate like they used to years ago.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Well, I remember going to cinema quite a lot and seeing the intermissions. They had them on all the Lord of the Rings films when I
I did when I was younger, but not since the
Well, I saw Lord of the Rings when they came out, and they all had.
No, we didn't. We had to sit there with our legs crossed for 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was because of the private cinema. But I also remember a friend of mine lending me Lawrence of Arabia on VHS.
Yeah,
and that's like a 3-hour movie, but at that point, films weren't that long. It was unusually long. Might be 3.5 hours. And I remember him lending it to me and watching it and telling me there's a really funny bit right in the middle. So of course I'm watching it on VHS. I get halfway through. There's like a half-hour intermission on the VHS.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's the same as that was the same as Gone with the Wind. I'd never seen the film, and my ex-wife, she made me watch it. My mum and dad said, "Yeah, you should watch it." And I said, "Well, all I know about it is obviously, the famous line, 'Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn,' right?" So we're watching it, yeah, and halfway through the video is an intermission, which is weird. And I'm still watching it, and to me, I found it a bit boring, whatever. But I was waiting for this line. It's the last bloody line in the show, isn't it?
Well, it's the same as Casablanca, isn't it? Where the very last line is, I can see this becoming a beautiful. This is the start of a beautiful friendship, or something like that, and that's literally the last line. So yeah.
I didn't know whether to post this on mine as well, mate. But I just thought, no, this is yours, isn't it? It's not our show, so.
Yeah, well, it don't really matter to me, but yeah, it kind of this might not really make sense, but this is more.
As long as I like to do it on my show, but our show. But yeah, this is.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Which I do hope that the show helped towards it as well, though. I hope.
What do you mean?
The subscribers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I thought you were going to do a pause, too long of a pause. Then I thought you were going to go. No,
I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Of course. That's like I said. The same with, and I'm trying to pay it back now. Obviously, with these content. If any of you guys do like any cheeky little content or whatever, and you put it through for members, even if it's just for a couple of days, I'm not going to say to you guys, "Oh, well, don't release it yet. Only release it on my channel," or anything like that, because that seems a bit selfish. But if you do, like, say, Nimble's doing a new Bluestone film, instead of putting it out on a Monday, release it on like the Friday, and just get some membership thing for a couple of days, and then release it normal on Monday. So, and then it drives footfall through my channel. Not to say that my channel is like huge, but obviously it's slightly bigger, so it will drive a little bit of traffic through, and people get to see it through there. So it's something. Will this celebration be as long as Cool Hang Luke? Wow. What you mean is this celebration going to be 12 inches long? I don't really know what you mean. As long as Cool Hang Luke. Oh, you mean the show? Probably not.
Reminds me of Liam's joke. I've got to say it may not be 12 inches, but it smells like a foot. disgusting. Hi, Muttley. Good to see you, mate.
I forgot about that. That's fucking gross.
You come up with some classics.
Will it be as long as a typical show? Probably not. I want to try and get off at about 11 because I'd eaten quite late my lunch, so I didn't really have time to eat again. I wasn't quite hungry enough before this, so I'm gonna have something to eat after. And I started watching a movie, but I was busy doing other stuff. I was trying to put a ground spike in outside for a new, I was gonna say a washing machine, a new rotary line. But I couldn't get it to go in the ground so far because I haven't got a mallet, I only got a hammer. So I was putting like a piece of wood over the top and just using that instead of bending the thing.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't go down. Then I realized there must be like some stone or something under the ground. So I tried it in a new place, started putting it in, and then it just kept automatically going on a bit of a wonk. So I'm gonna have to bring my mallet home from work and do that again tomorrow. So at the moment, the new line is out there, but it's like way taller than it should be because the ground spike is still sticking out by about this much. But anyway, I got carried away doing other things today, so I didn't get a chance to finish watching the movie. So I want to watch that afterwards. So about 11 o'clock ish, something like that. Obviously, assuming that I've built this set by then. So, hey to all you chat legends.
I'm slightly gutted. I finished the last series of Only Murders in the Building, and I thought there was another season. It's like, no, that was it. I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, we watched that. Yeah, I think we watched up to season 3, I think it was. And Kirsty was like, oh, there's another season coming out. Let's try and finish this season. And we hadn't watched it for ages. It'd been like 3 or 4 months. We're going to have to try and go back.
I do like how they, in each one, they have like quite, well-known stars in there and stuff, popping in and usually sometimes as themselves, like Sting played himself and, and stuff like that. But yeah, there is they are filming. They're filming the new series, but they're coming over here. They're coming over to England.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I've been told.
So sorry, my mic cut off when I was in the middle of talking, but basically, yeah. So Kirsty wanted to rewatch it, go back and watch a little bit, and then ready to watch the new season. And I was just like, I'm kind of bored of it. I mean, it's good, but it's not really my kind of thing.
See, I really like. I mean, I really like Steve Martin and Martin Short. In fact, one of my favorite 80s films is The Three Amigos. Just
I love
the whole and you'll know this bit if you've seen it. The whole just that tortoise bit. Night, Ned. I still laugh, and even though I know it's coming. I said that
on the stream once, didn't I? When we were all saying goodbye, and as the stream went away, good night, Ned.
And I picked it up straight away and started laughing. But guess who came around my house today?
Martin Short.
I don't mean to rub it in, but a load of dead presidents.
Oh right, yeah. We got some Jacksons, some Hamiltons.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I only recognise what's his name.
Ulysses.
Lincoln. That's anyone.
Lincoln's a 5. Washington's a 1. Hamilton's a 10. Jackson is the 20. And Ulysses Grant is the 50. Am I missing anyone? Oh, Benjamin Franklin's the 100.
Oh, right.
Even though he wasn't a president. But yeah.
Three Amigos was great. Yeah, and Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Yeah, I mean, John Candy, he was another legend that died too early, but,
Coolhan, you sound like you're in a hole. Oh, what's happened? Where is my audio crap?
You do sound a bit. I don't know. Crap's not the word, but.
Why's that? Right, how's that?
Yeah. Oh, that's better. Say something else.
Something else.
Yeah.
Is that better though?
It does sound better for me. I don't know about anyone else.
Tin can yeah. So basically, this is what happened last time, and I didn't notice it for ages. So whenever I plug in, a new device, this is StreamYard, it doesn't happen with anything else. When you plug in a new device, AI headphones, in this case, I plugged in a web camera, it just messes with everything. So it turned my audio, so the audio was coming out of, I think it was picking up the audio from the.
I'm saying it's much better.
From the laptop instead. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it does it. It's always done it. And these were some of the issues I was having when we first had StreamYard, when it was cutting out sound and audio was going off. And it's because basically if you touch anything after you've started using audio, started using StreamYard, if you change your audio, your mic, it doesn't like it. So what I used to have to do is refresh the whole thing, go on and off. Whereas now you just got to go in and fiddle around with stuff. But I don't know why it automatically does it. Like if I'm using this mic and the speaker from the laptop, and I plug something else in, if I haven't told it I want to use something else, why is it automatically changing it for me? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned. Did I mention last night? I changed my internet yesterday.
So
I was with TalkTalk. I've gone over to PlusNet.
Oh, right.
Because it's like even in it's a 2-year contract nowadays. Most things are, and obviously it goes up like £4 every year. So they said even after 2 years, that's still going to be cheaper than what I'm paying now. Wow. So basically, I'm paying like £12 less than what I was paying, and I'm getting double the amount of mega, but whatever it is,
data and stuff. Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, might as well do that then. I was out of the contract, so yeah, it was like cool. But of course, that flagged up as well because yeah, I have PlusNet 2 is what Sarah was saying. Super fast fiber and half what I was paying before. Yeah, basically, yeah.
I changed and got a new phone in March because mine was the contract was up on mine, and I still haven't set it up.
Well, I remember
I'm still using my old one.
I remember when the contract used to finish on the phone, they'd let you know, and then you said, but nobody's let me know yet. So it's got to be soon because I'm sure I've had it for a while. Maybe just go to a shop and ask them. Because I'm with O2, maybe go to an O2 shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, just double check.
Building the probe droid.
Planning to, yeah. Just trying to catch up with something in a minute.
Well, I might have to get mine out then. Because surprisingly, even though I know I bought it yesterday, I haven't made it yet.
Wow.
But then it was quite late. Well, the thing is, I then came on air, didn't I, and stuff, and it was, yeah. So.
Well, it's funny, actually, because before when I was looking for, I thought, oh, shit, I need to look for that probe droid if I'm building it. Oh, I just remembered what it was I was actually looking on my phone for. I wanted to find out what the actual vote was for the probe droid in terms of percentage. So it was...
Did you forget where it was?
Did
you forget where it was?
Not where I forgot. I had no clue where it was anyway.
Because I normally keep my probe under the bed.
Huh. So 56% of the vote. It doesn't. I thought it would tell you. Oh, so it does. 9 votes. So we had 9 votes on the poll. 47 members and only 9 votes. That's kind of disappointing. Members only poll and didn't use it. So
and I voted as well. One of those was me.
no complaining from people that there's no content available for members when they're not using what we have got. But there you go. So we had 11% of the vote for Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. That's one person, I believe. 33% of the votes, which was 3 people, for the Mandalorian Starfighter, and the remaining 5 people voted for the Imperial Probe Droid.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be building. 9 votes, but only 7 likes. Naughty. I just don't get that, see, because it's like common courtesy for me. If you're going to interact with a post of any kind, like it first. It kind of seems cheap. I feel like a $2 hooker. But anyway, let's get this party started. I just need to set up this second camera so you guys can see. Not that anybody, I don't think, really cares, but there might be a little bit of interference. So keep the chat flowing for me if you can, because I am going to set up this second mic, which will mean that there's two of me in the studio for just a second, but just ignore it. Pardon me.
Look, Paddy left it for Star Wars fans to vote. Fair play.
I wouldn't have minded. Right. Okay. Let's get the Bluetooth on. Okay.
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise last night, unusual, because I didn't think hardly anyone nowadays plays Destiny 2, so that was quite a bit of surprise with Josh mentioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, 100%.
Wait, where's my dog gone? Oh, there it is. Ooh, we'll have to get something to eat later. Yeah, I must admit, I fell asleep this afternoon. I haven't done that for ages. Just knackered.
Oh, you've been off work as well, yeah?
Yeah. I'm back next. Yeah, I'll go back next Thursday. Cleared it with the doctors and everything. So yeah, obviously I've been off for a while. So yeah, back next Thursday, Friday, and then I'm off for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I'd better try and get in before I go on holiday. So I kept saying, even on Wednesday when I was at drama, I was like, oh yeah, it's like 3 weeks or whatever till I go and stuff. And thinking about it, it's a week on Monday. So it's almost, it's like just over a week away. I was like, Jesus, that's come around quick.
That has come around quick, yeah, to be fair.
No, yeah. I'm not even a granddad yet, though. And by the way my kids are going, I don't think I ever will.
Okay, so that's done.
I am a great uncle.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty box. Oh yeah, of course you just like chuck it all in there.
Yeah.
God, that drives me mad, mate. When I'm like doing ultra build and you have to so I took apart everything. Oh, mate, it just does fine. And then I actually, in the end, I actually tried to at least separate into the colors.
No,
and the size. Sometimes, like if there's big plates, they go in a corner, and just so I can get some kind of. Oh yeah.
So here we are, guys. Got my trusty.
Oh, green one.
The green one. Yes, full screen me for this.
Nice.
What do we think, guys? Do we do the pop tabs? Do we cut it down the sides with a nice, clean, even box? Or do we just punch a hole straight through the middle?
Well, that's what you normally do. Oh my God.
Yay!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, something stuck in there. Oh, an extra bag. Whoa, What's that? All right, get me off full screen. Oh, he's gone. Passed out after seeing that box smashing. Sorry, guys, just gonna have to listen to some rustling for a few minutes.
Okay.
What you building? What you building?
This is Mr. Caveman doing his. I'm going to do it. The knife. Slice it.
Oh, and don't forget, if you're out there watching and you're a member of the channel, you can join us on the stream. All you got to do is go over to the members tab, find the post about, find the members tab on the channel, find the post about this stream, and the link is in there to join StreamYard, and you can be on screen with us.
So
no pressure. If you're happy enough just watching, then go right ahead.
So as Ben said, I've done it the civilized way.
Who said that? You said that?
Well, like Ben, doesn't he? He goes civilized. He goes, well, how uncivilized? Well, I did it the civilized way. There he is.
Oh, Ben.
Oh, better put my finger over the. Nobody's taking my 20 points.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. I haven't done any of mine. No, yeah. So anyway, going back to what I was saying. So I was like, oh shit, I need to dig out this probe droid. I was like, right. So I went through all my boxes, my crates of sealed sets, which I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 boxes, 4 or 5 crates full of sealed sets. So I was like, nope, not in any of those. Shit, what else can it be? Oh, I've got a couple of sealed sets stacked next to my desk where I do my normal streaming. Went through to the bottom of that stack, not there. Where else could it be? And I remembered I got a bag full of sets. And I started digging through them and I thought, no, this is everything I've bought in the last couple of months. So this is like May the 4th and a few other things. And obviously I've got a big stack of sealed boxes, which are in boxes. So like everything I've had delivered from May the 4th, but obviously I've never opened them. So that's there. It's a stack as well. I'm thinking to myself, I've got a real problem here. Oh, that's right. The desk I stream from, underneath there's a set of drawers on the side, and one of them is just one big unit that you can put stuff in. I know I got a load of sealed sets in there. Go through there, it's not there. So I'm thinking, I can't have more than this. Where else could it be? Oh, on my display behind me where I normally stream from, there's a bunch of sealed sets on there, on the top and on the bottom and tucked up underneath. Go through all those, not there. Where the hell is it? I remember then, didn't I? On the other side of my desk, there's a big stack, and on the top of the stack is my Darth Vader Hasbro helmet. But I've forgotten that there was a stack underneath that of sealed sets, and it was like at the bottom of that because it's the oldest set that I've got sealed. I'm not even sure why the probe droid came out, but it's so the set I've had the longest that is still sealed. But I will say, through doing all that and looking for it, it made me realize how much of a problem I've got, and B, how many sealed sets I still have. And I got to say, I think it's somewhere around 50 odd sets, if not more. Because there's I was just coming across more and more. So
yes, so the only one I think he's purchased the Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith set. Yeah, mate, it was either that or even though mine probably still thought I was going to go out and buy it, but no, it was either that or Brickworld, mate. So yeah, that's going to have to wait. Claudia would come on the live, but I didn't even get dressed today. Got straight into PJs after the bath. That's no excuse. You can come on in your PJs.
Yeah, we don't care about that. I mean, I'm pretty much wearing pajama bottoms.
Yeah, we might get more viewers.
Yeah, you never know. Right, what are we doing here?
I'm usually in my pajama bottoms, but But obviously, I've just come straight from drama, so yeah.
Did anyone else pick up the Lord of the Rings? No, not a fan of that shite.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't spend that amount of money on one Lego set.
I mean, I will eventually get it because I do love it and I like the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is my second sort of, Star Wars and then Lord. But then, I have got the Shire, Rivendell, Barad-dûr, so it kind of makes sense for me. So, evening, Lightning Lord.
Lightning Lord, how are you, mate? Hello, Mikey.
Yeah.
So to answer this question, no, I didn't. While I was looking for the set, I did decide to look through my other crates of rebagged sets. So sets where I've built and taken apart, or sets that I've bought without a box or bought with a damaged box and bagged them up and never built. And I got to say, that was probably about 10 crates worth. And I dug through all of those. Well, they're all in clear crates anyway, so I can see them. I could see that rod if it was in there, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know where the hell I put it, which I'm really annoyed about because it means I got to try and find that now before I can finish that build. However, I have got a week off coming up the week after next. And I'm finally planning to sort my streaming space, and not just the streaming space, because that I could have probably done by now. But the room is split in half. So half of the room is stuff that me and Kirsty decided we didn't want to keep when we pretty much moved in, stuff that needs like selling and sorting out and organizing. And then the other half is the streaming space, which has basically got all my Lego crap in it, and I've never organized it or sorted it. I've just kind of chucked it in there. It's out of control, if I'm honest. But I know once I tidy it and organize it, there'll be a lot of space. But I've got to the point now where I can't even reach the plugs to switch on to power everything for my stream. So I have to get like a broom handle, and I have to reach over down behind the unit, which is now like covered in like sets and Lego and stuff, so I can flick them on, which is just embarrassing. But during that week off, I plan to get that room sorted because I've got like 10 or 12 days off on a trot. So I'm gonna
say, so not next week, the week after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm only saying it's a joke, mate, because I know the reason why anyway. But yeah, you got that week off. You could have come to Brickworld. That's the week I'm going.
Well, no, I had it off for Brickworld, didn't I?
Yeah. So I've come a bit of a snag, a bit of a problem about building. I've got like it's not like a fancy box that you've got, but I've got a box that I would put my stuff in. And the problem is, I'm going to turn this round.
Cat's in there.
Can you see him?
Boot him out.
He's in my. If it was the young one, maybe, but not the old one.
Oh.
And it's quite funny. Oh God, I'm on. It's quite funny because you can see it's not. Basically he fits in that box. Yeah. Well, if the other one comes in, guess what? He wants to get in there as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. And yeah, and then he start biting him, and it's like, no, get off.
What was he saying anyway? Yeah, so that basically that week off, my plan is I've got lots of other stuff to do around the house, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Paint the fence and sort the garden out. But my plan for that week is to sort that room out, and I'm hoping to do it, like make content out of it. So I don't know whether I'm going to live stream from there while I'm sorting it, because it's not very interactive. If people are in the chat and I'm basically got my ass in the air digging through Lego and stuff, I think it would make good live streams, but I think it'd be better to do it as videos. Even if I do it as like a daily vlog and just be like, right, this is what it looks like now. This is what my plan to do is maybe speed, leave it on, but just kind of have it so it's sped up. And then go back to the camera every now and then and be like, this is what I've done, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, do something like that. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I think it'll be good content because I'm embarrassed to show it what it looks like, but I'm happy to do that as long as I'm going to be tidying up at some point. But I wouldn't want anyone to see what it is now because it's awful. But anyway, so that's the plan. So look forward to that. Other than that, yeah, so no, that was why I booked that time off. And I've actually got the Friday off next week as well, which I booked off because obviously I was going to try and fly out on. Originally, I was going to try and fly out on the Friday, and do Saturday to. Pardon me, Saturday to Tuesday.
Oh God, that's a long one.
Yeah, because I wanted to go and do like some exploring and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing Monday to Monday. That's quite for me but yeah.
But yeah, I decided. So I booked that time off, and then obviously not going now, so didn't really need it. But so I cancelled the days off for the following week, but because I'd forgotten to let them know that I wasn't going now, or let my deputy manager know that I wasn't going now, he'd put me off for that time off. And to be honest with you, I was happy with that because I like to have a week off now and then anyway, so it kind of makes sense. But in terms of the Friday of next week, I should have cancelled that because don't really need that. But I did cancel the 3 days off of the following week. So, so I will be doing some.
I was going to say the set you're doing, because I can't remember when it came out. Was that before they did the Is it a sticker for the plaque or is it printed?
It's a sticker. Yeah. Because this was the first of the
stickers.
This was the first of the buildable droids series.
I knew it was back. Yeah, that's why I thought. It's quite a while ago. Right, let me just. I'm just.
Well, this is the oldest unbuilt sealed set I've got, or was.
Oh no!
Actually, Kirsty got me this as a present, but I can't remember what birthday or whatever it was. So, but yeah, the invitation is out there, guys. If you're a member, go across to the members tab on the channel, and the StreamYard link is there. Even if you just want to pop on and say hello, you know, unlike the channel when we have guests on, and unlike Cold Fusion, you don't need to show your face. If you just want to pop on, say hello, then feel free to do so. It's open for members. And if not, just sit back and enjoy me and Whittaky rustling Lego pieces. So what are you going to build yours out of then if you haven't got anything to build it from properly?
What do you mean?
What are you going to use to put the pieces in?
Oh, I just look. I just put it in front on the table. Yeah, I moved him round so I can put the screen back a bit and just just do it on the table. It's fine. I mean, it's not like a big set, is it? This one, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, because unlike you, I don't obviously I do it bag by bag, so it's a bit easier.
What so when is your time off from work starting?
Basically, so it's my weekend off anyway, the weekend before. So basically, so not tomorrow, but next Saturday.
Is your last day or is your first day off?
That's the first day off.
Right. Nice. So, and then you flying on the Monday then, yeah?
On the Monday, yes.
Oh, there you go. So will you be, yeah, so you're going to be there. So you're going to be there this Sunday and next Sunday then? On the show?
Yeah, I'll be here. Well, I'll be here on, this Monday, this Sunday, next Sunday. And I'll be on the next Sunday as well.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure whether you'd be able to fully commit to it because obviously I don't know what. I've asked Ken actually. You'll know now probably because you saw the live stream, but I did ask Ken if he can kind of possibly help you out with, or maybe even help you to head up a contingent from there.
I mean, like I said, it might. I mean, if it was my phone, you know, it might just be a drop by, you know. But I want to, you know, I want to do a live, you know, hello from, you know, and from there. And,
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'd like to do you know, a little bit of a kind of, not just a hello, but right, we're here live and so present. Take us around.
Try and knit the stage.
Well, I don't know about the stage, but take us around the like the things we weren't able to do last time. Basically, take us around the.
Yeah, I can try and do that. You know what I'm like with technology, but I can try.
Take us around the convention hall, have a chat to some, you know, hustle down some creators, and see if they can come on and say a few words. Basically, all the stuff I would have done if I was there.
Yeah.
Chase down some people, and but I knew obviously you wouldn't be 100% confident with that, so that's why I've asked Ken if he can kind of.
Well, I'm all right with doing it. It's just like, I mean, I know with my phone and stuff, it's I'm sure when I'm doing like videoing and stuff, I don't think I can. I tried to do it before, like where you try and change the camera forward and backwards.
Right.
It's you either have it on one way and that's it, and then come off and do it again. But I'll try and look into that. So I'll just show. This is the main reason why I bought this set in a sale, was for him. Look at him, Ben.
Class figure
in his Clone Wars gear. Yeah. So nice to see that was the first thing that you built. Nice. I think this is one of the first time I've actually built one. I'm on. It might be. Oh, I built like a little like poly bag and stuff, but yeah.
Have you never built on a live stream before?
Not really, no. Because I don't do the same. Because obviously, look, you've got so people can actually see you doing it. You can't really see me. I've sat here sometimes chatting to you, and I might have done like I did the Razor Crest the other week, just the little poly bag, but yeah, not like a proper set.
No, there you go. First time for everything.
It's not the best with my sunglasses on. Right. Actually, it's not that kind of show anyway, so let's put the normal ones on. Hey.
So it's nearly 10 o'clock. Do we think I can get this done by 11?
Don't know. Depends on if you want to do, because I tend to try and stretch mine out. Like, I mean, it's only like 4-5 bags or whatever, but I sometimes would do a bag and then go and do something else for an hour or so and then come back.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of automatically stretching mine out by having all the bags open. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'd be the same. I would generally, if I'm not doing it for a live stream, which, obviously even prior to all of that, I used to like to watch a movie and do one. And even then, sometimes, the movie would be 2 hours and it'd be like a small set. And Kirsty would be like, why is it taking you so long? And I'm like, because I'm concentrating on the movie as well. I'm barely ever looking down. I'm adding like a part on every couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that. I just find that kind of relaxing,
Yeah, I struggle to watch something when I'm doing that because I end up like, oh God, I missed it and I have to go rewind it a bit and stuff. So if I'm going to put anything on when I'm doing this, it's normally like a podcast where you don't really need to look at the telly. Or music. Just love to put music on. So, yeah.
No, I need to be doing, generally when I'm building Lego, I need to be doing something else. I don't think I've ever built a Lego set and sat and done that. The way my brain works is I need to be focusing on something else at the same time.
I mean,
to be able to enjoy it at least.
You probably get the same question that I get from so many people when they say, especially when you show them what you built. And one of the first questions is, well, how long did that take you? How many days? And it's quite hard to say because, like I said, I don't do it all in one go unless I right, I've started now, I've timed it. And then when I've stopped for a break, I'll pause but no. So sometimes when I say, a few days, and they go, really? For that? I say, yeah, because I just stretch it out. It doesn't mean it took me days to do it. But I don't actually time myself.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It was the same when I did the when I did the Mos Eisley Cantina, somebody said, "Oh, that's quite a big set. How long did that take you?" And I said, "Oh, about 4 months." And they were like, 4 months?
Oh no, don't do that. I didn't know you actually.
I was like, "Yeah." I said that was like maybe an hour of building a week, and they were like, "An hour a week?" I was like, "Well, yeah, it was just kind of on and off." But I just, it was 4 months during lockdown basically. I started it like a couple of days after Christmas. Might have even been a couple of days after New Year because I'm pretty sure there's no decorations up when I started it.
Also, you've got a partner, you've got a family, you've got so it's a bit different.
Yeah, but I didn't want to just sit there the entire time I was off because I knew I would have got bored because it's a big set, and of course I opened every bag for that as well. So I knew that if I'd sat there for like whatever it might have been 2 or 3 days straight, I would have got so into it that I would have not been. And I'm that kind of person that I can't put it down until I've finished it. So I purposely engineer my brain to do the opposite from the start because I knew that I would either be completely disconnected from reality or staying up till a stupid amount of hours, and then I just wouldn't enjoy it because I wouldn't be doing anything else, and all I'd be concentrating is that. So I would literally have this tray, and every now and then, Kirsty would be watching something. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to watch a movie." I'm like, "What do you want to watch?" I said, "Well, actually, I'm going to go and do some work on the set. So if you want to just put some crap on that you want to watch, some teen movie or something," I said, "then I'll watch it, but I'll be over on because we had a living room, dining room all in one then. So the dining table was like facing into the living room. So I would just sit there and watch over her shoulder. So it wasn't a film I was particularly interested in. So I was spending more time looking down, but I didn't also feel like I was just doing nothing. So we did that for like, and I'd only be doing it for like the length of the movie, and then probably wouldn't do it again then for a couple of days. So
that's new to me because I didn't even know you had that, the Mos Eisley Cantina. So fair play.
Yeah, I got it for my 40th birthday.
Do you have it up, or is it all apart now?
No, I've moved twice since then, so
it's, okay. Yeah,
I have to pack it away. So
that was like one of the it's a nice.
That's going on 6 years ago now.
It's a nice set and stuff, but it's nice to display, but when you like display it as well and like next to other, it looks a little bit bland, but it's still a lovely set, and the figures you got with it, it's great and stuff. But
yeah, to be honest with you, if I hadn't moved, I would have probably kept that out because I did enjoy it. But yeah, it means something to me because it was for my 40th. And the only reason we were even able to buy it is because we had the money back from our flights to Los Angeles.
Right.
Because we'd cancelled going to Star Wars Celebration. First of all, they'd postponed it to the following year because of COVID.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be in August. And then round about April time, they decided to move, March time, they decided to move it forward to May from August. So we were like, and it was a bit too soon for us. So we were like, no, we'll just cancel instead. So we cancelled and got all our money back for our flights and accommodation and whatever else we'd paid for at that point. We just had a big chunk of money back, and it was kind of like, what should we do with this? Probably could have done better things with it, but my 40th was coming up, and we then booked something else instead. So we'd booked for me to go using the money from that, or some of the money from that. We booked for me to go to for me and Kirsty to go to one of these kind of what do you call them? Not sheds. Like these, you go to like a camper van type thing, and it's got like a hot tub outside and like all that kind of stuff.
A bit like a cabin sort of thing, like a
cabin type thing in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. And so we paid for that for my 40th instead. Because if we'd gone to Los Angeles in the August like it was supposed to have been, probably wouldn't have done anything for my birthday because it was costing us so much, because we were going to go to Disneyland and all that, but also go to Star Wars Celebration. But because we didn't go, we decided instead to book this thing. And then that was when we had the fire break. So the fire break, remember we had like 2 weeks off, like end of October, early November that year, after the first lockdown and before the second lockdown. So we had a fire break. So the people who we'd booked the shed thing with were like, we're not allowed to let people stay in our accommodation, unfortunately, because of rules and regulations or whatever. So unfortunately we're gonna have to cancel, but it does mean you'll get a full refund. So like the week of my birthday, or I don't know, week or two before my birthday, we got all that money back again. So we were like, Now what are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
So I thought we were Kirsty we were just going to like try and celebrate my birthday indoors, and I didn't mind anyway because it's not like we do an awful lot for my birthday, so it's not like I was hugely disappointed. And of course, originally we weren't going to be actually doing much of anything on my birthday, but because we'd missed out on so much stuff, and obviously 2 plans had been cancelled and refunded, and it was a 40th, and Kirsty was like, well, you can't just do nothing for your birthday. You're already basically stuck indoors because of the fire break. So let's at least try and do something. So she basically hired out a hot tub for our garden. I'm not sure how much that cost, but she hired out a hot tub for the garden. She bought me the Mos Eisley Cantina, and she basically completely she stayed up one night, it might have been the night before my birthday or whatever, and completely redecorated the house with like she set up like a gin bar in the kitchen. She had like a fondue.
Nice.
We had one of them, like a cheese fondue thing. We had like she set up the projector so we can play games. We had like a board game section of the house. She just basically just went to town with like decorations. So because we were stuck indoors, we had like not a week long, but a couple of day long celebration for my 40th instead, which included obviously getting that set. So because he was like the thing is that you've got to build it. And I was like, I'm not going to build that actually on my birthday. So. But yeah, of course we went into lockdown then at Christmas, so I built it just after that instead. So
so I was going to say, about the building stuff, and especially big builds, about how long, especially like if you buy with me, if I buy a big build, as in it's expensive. The worst thing is like I don't want to knock it all up in a couple of days. I want to get the money. I just feel like it's a weird thing in my head, but it's like no, I want to take my time because this cost me like 400 quid or whatever. So I want to, almost feels like get my money's worth. I don't want to just do it in a couple of days and then it's like
yeah,
that's it. Right,
Sarah.
Hello.
Yeah,
how's it going?
I'm in bed. It's good.
Hello, Sarah.
There you go.
He's your little doggy.
Yes, I thought I'd just come in and say hello.
Oh, you're always welcome.
I appreciate you, and feel free to hang out. I'm not really looking at the screen anyway, to be honest with you. So I mean, none of us really needs to have cameras on as such. But so yeah. So what have you been up to today? Little as possible.
Yeah. I got to do a presentation for work, so I've started planning that, and that took about 45 minutes too long. So that's all I've done today.
Did you finish your book nook?
I did, yes. Yeah. It's on Instagram. I attempted to put some lights in it. I'm not sure about them, but yeah.
So that's book nuts, go. I think that looked pretty cool. Pretty good one.
It was really nice build actually, and I was really pleased with the detail in it. I mean, some of the sets have been shocking recently with their lack of detail.
Yeah,
and like they're just trying to get sets out for no reason, But this one really felt like they'd put some thought in it, and there's lots of little details in it that I was pleased to see.
Oh, good. What figures came with it? Was it Dumbledore and
just Dumbledore and Harry?
And Harry,
but there was Fawkes and a
I was going to say that Fawkes.
Patronus Fawkes.
Patronus Fawkes.
Oh right, yes, because aren't they doing in certain sets a little Patronus like collectible thing?
Yeah, this one sits on top of the chandelier that sits above his seat.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit like, I mean, I could be wrong, but it's a little bit like what they did before, where you get like portraits. But you can collect all these different kind of Patronuses,
Patronus Fawkes.
I know something about Harry Potter.
What's the Patronus? I keep forgetting what the Patronus is.
It's the animal you create when you cast a spell.
Oh right, okay.
The Patronus spell, and Dumbledore's is obviously Fawkes.
Fawkes.
So yeah, the Phoenix.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
I don't think you actually ever see him do that, though, do you? You don't see his Patronus, but
no, not in that. No.
No. Because spoilers for everyone. Oh, Snape it was a deer.
Yeah.
He was just Understood man, bless.
A what?
Somebody explained to me the other day. They said to me about who's the real hero in that film, and they completely had this whole thing as if like they'd written an essay explaining that it was actually Snape, and it made sense completely.
Well, being a double agent's pretty tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, because basically he was just. I mean, the way he treated Harry, he was just an ass. I mean, he wasn't actually evil, so yeah.
But he wasn't that good either.
Well, sorry.
Yeah, because didn't he kill Dumbledore?
Because he got to be the double agent because he followed Voldemort in the first place and was a Death Eater. So,
but then he did change his ways.
Yeah.
And,
I need to watch him again. I think because
all for the love of Lily.
I'm trying to remember. For some reason, this morning I was trying to remember the order of the books, and I used to be pretty good at it. I remember me and Kirsty had a disagreement about it, and she was like, "No, it's this," and I was like, "No, it's not," and I ended up being right because I've already forgotten. It's because we sell them, see, so I see them all the time. But
see, I remember reading the books. I remember reading them to Connor and stuff, and I will, with the books, it's definitely like the first two I'd say is quite young, but then from the third, I think it gets to me. I mean, my favorite is the third book. Maybe not the third film, but the third book is my favorite. Absolutely love it because they really go into a bit more detail in that one.
Hello, Pirate.
But yeah. Oh, hello, Pirate.
Pirate, even from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm
sitting here watching my super favorite YouTuber people while on my 15-minute break and working till 10:30. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I'm assuming you were talking about Whitkey and Sarah, though, but no, I appreciate it.
That last time. It's very nice. It's very nice to hear that.
Enjoy your 15-minute break, and then hopefully you can carry on lurking even after that. They'll let you.
The question is he having cake in his break?
Oh, speaking of which,
did you eat your donuts?
I did eat my donuts. They weren't particularly great, but they weren't stale. They just weren't that nice tasting.
Oh, that looks good.
I got a cherry Bakewell mini loaf. So I was supposed to have it with my tea, but because I haven't got space in front of me with the laptop and all this Lego, I put it over there, but it's slightly out of reach. So I'm going to cut myself off a wedge now and try not to get it all up in my Lego.
There?
Has it got almond flakes on it? Did I see almond flakes?
No, there's not almond flakes on it, but it's got a kind of crispy kind of topping to it.
Nice.
Don't know how else to describe it, but and I'm drinking, what tea is this? Oh, buttermint flavor tea, which is my favorite of the Bird and Blend flavors that we've got left. So I'll have this now and have a quick break and then back into some Lego. Oh, I can smell the cherry Bakewell.
Ooh.
Kirsty gets annoyed when I buy stuff like this because she's like, I'm sure sometimes you purposely buy stuff that I don't like, so you don't have to share it with me. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot I was full screen.
Well, I'll stick that on there for even though they are bought, but I have a bag of brownies.
Nice.
Are they the pre-packed ones?
Yeah, it's only Iceland. It's like 6 little ones, like for £1. But they only had the plain ones, the normal ones this time. But they normally have what they call the fantasy ones, which is basically exactly the same, but they've got like 4 little mini Smarties in it.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
I've got a glass of water. Yeah.
I rattled the bloody bag, and he's come out of the box and he's come up to me. It's like, it's not for you, mate. God, I can't.
How long before we hear that famous? Yeah.
Oh, you do have a very cute pussy, Ritiki.
I didn't say that. I'm innocent. Oh yeah, is Slurpee coming on tonight? Probably not.
I don't know.
I got some news.
He didn't really respond. He doesn't usually.
I got some news for him. A friend of mine from she popped in last. She went, "Oh, I came and saw your show." I mean, she's a young girl. I think she's only like 18, 19, something like that. She's in drama. And she's like, "Oh, I came in." I said, "Why don't you say hello?" She went, "Oh, I was a bit embarrassed." I was like, "She said," and then she went, "Who was the Irish guy?" She went, "Whoa, he's got a sexy voice." I thought, I got to tell him that. He's going to love that.
You should have said, no, he's Welsh, not Irish. She got us mixed up.
Well, she did say who was the one with the weird accent. That turned out to be
Nimble. Yeah.
Nimble.
Oh, bless Nimble.
Who's the one who looks 12 and sounds 50?
Oh, that's me.
Nimble. Oh, I'm going to end up eating this whole cake, so I need to move it away from me. Oh, it's gorgeous. Well, it's really moist as well.
I must admit, my mate cheered me up the other day because obviously I was in the show and I was played the old man. I had a beard and it was all grey, and I came like a week later or whatever. I'd had my hair cut, I shaved, and he just looked at me and he went, "Blimey," he said, "you start looking any younger." He said, "You look like a fetus." I was like, "Thank you." I said, "I'll take that as a compliment."
You do look very different with short hair.
Yeah, when you shave and everything, mate, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
You still look old, you just look like a different old.
Yeah, but when I look, right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something personal. Excuse me.
Oh, I don't want to see it.
Oh no, not personal.
When he stands up and says he's going to show us something personal, I get worried.
Yeah. Neither of us need to see that.
So I know he wasn't. Listen, I know I'm going to put it on the big screen. I know he wasn't well at the time because obviously a year later he passed away. But there was my dad, and he was when he was 56.
Jesus.
So he's younger than you, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Jesus, how short is your dad then? Because you're short, and he's like 2 foot shorter than you.
Well, I'm 5'10". I was 5'10" back then, or might have been 5'11" then. I think maybe I shrunk now. There's my mum. But yeah, so yeah, and then she.
You do look like your dad.
Yeah, it's the ears, isn't it?
Yeah, and the nose.
Yeah, and then and the handsome dude is me.
Yeah, still got the suit.
That is not anymore. No, I did have it for a while, and do you know what? And even though,
Pardon me.
I will say, even though things didn't turn out to be great in the end with obviously the wedding and stuff, and I think she thought I threw it away. I actually lost my wedding ring, and I was actually quite gutted about that, to be honest.
Lost it?
Yeah.
I pawned mine.
You know what?
I pawned it.
I think that's what she did with hers, to be honest with you. I would have liked to have kept it, but I actually generally lost it. So.
Oh.
Well, I had two. I had one that was my great aunt's. That's the one I actually got married with. But the one I used to wear was like a 9-carat bashabout one that he bought. I pawned that one. And my other rings.
She had my mum's eternity ring. And I was a bit like, oh, yeah, what are you going to be doing with that? But she did give it to Indy, my daughter, so that's cool. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, don't you dare sell that or whatever. That's either comes back to me or goes to Indy. So it went to Indy.
So your mum's passed as well, then, yeah?
Yeah. My dad died in 96. My mum died in 99.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bloody awful. And then
that's quite that. So they must have been quite young then.
So. Yeah, well, my dad. Yeah, I mean, they were both basically 57. That's why I was dreading last year. And then when I found, if you remember, earlier this year when I found that lump, and I'm 57, so I obviously shit myself.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be, benign or whatever, just a cyst or whatever.
What was it? They, what sort of took them, if, for want of a better term?
My dad died of lung cancer. He had like 1.25 lung anyway, or something like that. So we kind of knew, and my mum died. Well, my mum died of cancer as well, but it was lymphoma.
Right.
And that's normally quite catchable because I know, like, what's her name, Deirdre from Coronation Street got it, and they, she got over that and came back carried on acting. But there was something
the
like
actress.
Yeah.
And
there was something like when she had to go to prison, that's why, because she was actually off with lymphoma. But there's a thing with lymphoma though, it's like it was something like I can't remember, it's such a long time ago, but it's something like a 1 in 2,000 chance that it would go up the spine, and and unfortunately that's what happened, and it was very quick.
Hello, Smokey.
So those obviously
Smokey.
a few years was absolutely terrible, and like my mum died like 6 days before my daughter was born, so you can kind of see why there was a bit of strain on my marriage. And then
and you were fairly young too.
I was, yes.
I mean, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to have lost them both. Kirsty lost her dad. Kirsty lost her dad when he was 56. He's actually the same age as my parents. So it's been tough for her to see, because we've been together since before her dad died. So I knew her dad, thankfully, got to know him. But obviously, because he was the same age as my parents, when my parents have celebrated like milestones like 60 and then 65 retiring, and now they're coming up to 70, like Kirsty's kind of, I guess in some ways, it's good that she's seeing a kind of parent figure, or will be a parents-in-law, figure, getting to those age points. But obviously, it always reminds her that obviously her dad would have been that age at that time as well,
Yeah,
so
that's
but his was a brain tumor. So and it was like, from the day he found out, like it was like a year. So I mean, obviously that's more than most get, so I can't really complain. But it does seem like it does go very, very quickly when, for most of that time they're suffering as well. So it's not like, a year of life, is it? So it's kind of sad. But I'm just glad that I got to know him before he passed away. And Kirsty's grandmother, I felt worse for. She only passed away a couple of years back. She was the reason we were able to kind of buy the house, really, because we'd save money or whatever, but it wasn't just that. When you're buying a house, obviously it's all the other stuff, the costs, not just the deposit. Obviously we would have to save a few more years, but she passed away and left something for Kirsty. But I felt worse for her, because she only had 2 boys, one of which was Kirsty's dad, and then one of which was her uncle, and both of them had passed away before her. And granted, she got into like 94, I think, when she passed, because she was born within a couple of weeks of my grandfather, as it happened, so they were roughly the same age. But she passed away, and it's just like to see both, have to bury both of her sons, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I remember my nan. She was still alive when my dad died.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. But
Hello, fix my bricks.
They bought, because it's really weird, because my dad died. So my dad died in. She had 3 brothers, and basically my dad died in 96, and then they basically lost. The 3 uncles that were left, they've all passed away now, but they all passed away literally, I think it was 2000, 2021, 2022. It was like, and the weird thing about the last one, so my dad was the oldest. The last one to die was the second oldest. He died on the 26th of July, which is my dad's birthday. And from the year of my dad died to the year that the last brother died was 26 years. So all a bit. 26.
Hello, bearded brickman.
But yeah, it was quite.
Anyway, let's change the subject because it's kind of morbid. But
it's sometimes still good to talk.
No, absolutely.
With it now, and it's quite nice. But there's bag one done. There you go.
But doing better than me, mate, because I've only got that so far. But I just did this, and I'm not used to doing these because obviously I don't buy UCS. But I had a hard time putting this on, and I had to slightly peel it back off because there was a bubble in it. When I peeled it back off a little bit, I damaged the corner of it. So the corner's a little bit.
No.
The only good thing about this is this one has snow and ice going around the outside of the plate, so I'm hoping it's going to cover it. But
is that something you can get replaced from Lego? Like they'll send you a mist brick or something.
Possibly, probably.
Yeah, you can, yeah. And there's also places where you can get like stickers and stuff. So yeah.
I'm not that bothered. It's not like super damage. It's not like it's.
I mean, if it's really bad, then yeah.
Yeah, nobody looks at my collection anyway. But you wouldn't even pick it up if I was filming.
Yeah, it's not very big, is it? But it's good to know you can get them replaced.
So I've done bag one. So it's break time now. So it's cuddle time.
Oh, you hug that pussy.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know and update you, Jason, Fix My Brick, Smokey, Bearded have joined the chat. Guys, tonight's stream is open for members to join the panel if you so wish. I'm not obviously saying you have to. And I know you three, Fix My Brick, Jason, Bearded, and Smokey are all members. So if you go to the members tab on the channel, you'll find a advert for this stream, and obviously in there is the link to join. Even if you just want to pop on, say hello, and bugger off again, whatever's up to you. I know Beard is out there in the US right now doing his grand tour of the United States, so
probably
he's already there.
Yeah, how was your flight and stuff, Bearded? Martin, are you going to vlog your journey to the States?
Probably not.
Long.
Well, to be honest with you, I'll do what I said I'd do last year. I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it, and I never ended up. Look, my cat's trying to get my brownie. No, can't have it.
Took 24 hours to get there. Good Lord.
Jeez. Yeah, that's what obviously Liam was saying as well. Yeah.
There was me moaning about 10 hours.
Well, I'm moaning about 8.5. Well, that's just the flight. Obviously, I've got a journey to get to London as well. But
yes, my darling sister has offered to pick me up and take me to the airport and back, which is really nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, she lives quite near Heathrow. So it's not too much of a thing to pick me up, but she's coming all the way down here to pick me up to take me to it as well, which is lovely. Couple of £100 saved in taxis.
Yeah, no, I couldn't expect. I mean, Indy might do what she did last time, pick me up from the bus station. That's fair enough, but I can't expect them to. Yeah, can you go to London and pick me up? And Martin, I could be in the same position as you this year, though. I'm taking a bit of a gamble. My coach leaves an hour after I get there, so hopefully it's not going to be late like it was last year.
Oh, what, coming back, you mean?
Yeah. Or I could have gone the next one, but it's meant like just waiting for about 4 hours. I was like, no, I'll take the gamble. It should be all right.
Well, they'll quite often let you transfer, won't they, if you're stuck with a flight? Because I was 3.5, 4 hours delayed in Seattle coming back.
Yeah.
You can't predict the weather and stuff, can you?
No. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have ate that. Now I'm even more hungry now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to buy what Martin ate on Wednesday, the with the almond flakes on top.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Grab a cup. There he goes.
How many pieces is that set, Martin? He returns with more food.
Rufus say. No. Okay. Oh God, yeah, I got a packet of crisps now. He'd be going mental. Oh, that reminds me, mate. You got to have your meds.
Yeah, sorry guys. Oops. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kirsty was calling me from the Alexa.
Oh, right.
But she didn't know I was on a stream, so I turned the mic off so you guys couldn't hear me, but I could still hear the stream and her talking at the same time. It was really confusing. Yeah.
Takes his meds brilliantly.
Good boy.
I couldn't do that with the other one. Jesus.
Right. Took me 24 hours to get there. Jesus. So whereabouts in the US are you now, Bearded? I know you said you were doing a bunch of different stuff while you're out there, states and stuff. So interested to know where you are right now. Where are you now? Because Liam's doing what's Liam doing when he first? Because I'm sure he said he was going out and doing a bunch of stuff before he meets up with you. Was it after?
Yeah, I think he's getting there on a Friday, I think. So he's staying somewhere for a couple of days. And then meeting me at the hotel, hopefully.
Is that beef hula hoops?
It's barbecue, yeah, barbecue beef hula hoops.
Honestly, being on a diet absolutely sucks.
It's my favourite.
I don't know.
I like the big ones.
Really. Yeah, me too. The puffy ones.
The what?
The puffed ones.
Oh, no, not those. Just the big hula hoops.
Oh, I'm not sure I've had a big hula hoop.
Yeah. So they're basically like, they're hard. They're like that, but they're big.
You remember that competition years ago where it was like to find the square hula hoop?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like there was, I don't know, so many in packets. And if you basically found a square hula hoop, like it was still like a hula hoop, but it was like square basically. So it was not like a cube, like an actual, I suppose it'd be more like a, I don't know what shape that would be, but
sometimes get a long one.
Yeah, there was this huge kind of advertising campaign for it, and I remember finding something in my hula hoops. I couldn't say it was a square, but it certainly wasn't a hoop either. And I remember thinking, maybe this is supposed to be it, and it just didn't work. So I thought, it can't hurt to sort of send it off anyway, and see if maybe this was supposed to be it. But my mum was like, "Well, send it off anyway. At the very least, they might, give you a free pack of hula hoops because you've got like a dodgy looking hula hoop." It was all mess and all. It was all solid as well. There was no like hole through it. So it was like you wouldn't have been able to eat it if you wanted to. So I was like, oh yeah, I wonder if that's supposed to be it. So I sent it off, and I never heard anything back. But these were back in the days before, like internet and stuff. So the only way you could like write to companies for refunds and stuff like that, or if you found something in your food, was to send a letter in the post. So, but yeah, I never heard anything back anyway. Wow. So, yeah.
I remember years ago when it was like sunblessed bread and stuff. I remember a couple of times my mum had bought some bread, and literally a couple of days later it'd gone moldy when it shouldn't. And I remember like back in the day, you'd ring up, right? And usually by that day or the next day, they would come round and you get like, they'd come round with free loaves, free donuts, free, just to say sorry. Nowadays, you just don't give a crap. But yeah, remember that.
Yeah.
And also they used to come round this, I don't know, some business, whatever. I remember my mum used to get things, and we trial out. And I remember that we actually tried out discos before they came out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You were the beta tester for Disco's crisps, like.
Oh, I haven't had a disco for a long time. I might have to go and get some of those.
Yeah, I haven't been to a disco for a long time.
I just like the cheese and onion ones. It's like knickknacks, yeah. You'll probably say you get them with it, and if you do, then please send them. But all I see now is either the spicy ones or is it the purple packet? I can't remember. They seem to have stopped the lemon and scampi flavour. Oh, I used to love those.
Scampi and lemon was the main.
I think you can only get them in a 6-pack.
I can't even see them in a 6-pack because I would do that. I would get that, but I can't even see them in a 6-pack. Not over
I saw them the other day. I don't know where I was, but I saw. Oh no, actually, it wasn't them.
I used to love scampi fries anyway.
Yeah, scampi fries. That's what I was thinking of. I saw them the other day.
But scampi and lemon knickknacks were bloody gorgeous. And
I will have a look. I'm shopping for the parents tomorrow.
Oh,
scampi and lemon. What do you remember? I don't know whether you guys had this where you work. I don't know whether it was a localized thing or what, but we used to have like a van that used to kind of come around, and I was very young, so you're talking like early mid-80s, and there was a van that used to come around, and it'd sell like meat in like a tin and all that kind of stuff. You get like ham in a tin with like egg going through the middle of it.
Yes.
Or there was one as well with like stuffing going through the middle of it, and I used to get other stuff like it was like pop and all sorts of random stuff like popping glass bottles and stuff like that. And the van used to come around. You'd go out and you'd like buy it off the van or whatever, and then bring it in. And that was the only place you could get some of those random things, especially that meat thing. I mean, I can't remember anything else.
We used to have the fish man come round in a van with fish back in the maybe 70s and 80s, and I'm sure it wasn't like refrigerated or anything. I can't remember, but
we still have a fish and a meat van.
Like it nowadays, but yeah.
The fishman is one end of the town one day of the week, and then the meat van is, I think he's monthly.
What, still now?
Yeah, but it's cool. All like big freezer packs of stuff that he sells.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, this was almost like it was like fresh or whatever, but like
it is fresh, but it's big portions.
I remember it saying, it was all like on the side. It was Bill actually, if I still remember that Bill's fish, but and all that lot, and I think he even had like the like tablet, the stripy blue and white tablet. He used to come out, and my mum would go there and pay cash and stuff like that, and we'd have like get our kippers and stuff like that.
Kippers.
We still have a mobile fish and chip van too.
Oh,
wow.
I really fancy curry sauce and chips.
Oh, I had oh wow, Kirsty had gravy. I didn't get any for me, but gravy and chip shop chips the other night. This is chip shop round us. It's by us, and I wouldn't say it's cheap, but they only take cash. But every time we go there, we always end up with far too many chips. Like they give you far too many chips, which is unusual.
When you were younger, they never gave you enough. Nowadays, they give you too many.
Yeah, but I was going to say normally the portion sizes go down over time, but in fairness to chip shops, that's never really been the case.
But I always pretend I'm buying for my parents to get an OAP size portion.
I will say, you go to the fast food place, like sort of, especially KFC, and they are small portions. But you go to Five Guys, mate. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
You get loads. Me and CJ went. He went, don't bother buying any chips, Martin. He says, you can have some of mine. And I was like, are you sure? And I said, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
peanuts as well.
This chip shop we went to is around the corner from us. And I said to Kirsty, every time we come to this chip shop, they always give us far too much. I said, so I'm just going to get one portion, like one large portion between us. And she was like, oh, you sure that's going to be all right enough? And I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. Anyway, so I got a large. I don't know, so many chips. Like it probably would have been enough if Maya had been here. It would have been enough for her to have some as well.
When I used to go get fish and stuff for like chips for me and the two kids, we used to just get a bit large. Just one large bag. It was enough. I mean, obviously I didn't eat as much back then, so it may be, but yeah, it's still enough for us, definitely. Yeah, loads, and usually still some left over. Do you know what? I might actually go and cook some chips now and some gravy.
Yeah, I want chips and curry sauce.
Yeah, I ain't got curry sauce, but I can do gravy.
Whitaky, you need to take us round to the chip shop with you. See if we can. For me, right, I do love chips from a chip shop. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't, but for me, the smell of them is better than the taste of them. And what I mean by that is like when somebody like walks into my shop and you can smell like you're like, oh, I need chips now.
It's a long time since I've had actual chips from chips. Normally if I go to it's like an Indian or a Chinese, so like a chow mein or stuff or something with rice, so I don't very often get I used to get like Chinese curry and chips. That was nice.
Yeah, that's a nice smell as well. Chinese curry sauce.
Problem is, I mean, yeah, nowadays they all shut about 10 now, so I can't even because if this was like now 9:30, I'd be like, yeah, do you know what, chaps, I'm off.
Chaps.
What is it? Smoky. I've only ever heard British people complain about having too many fries. In America, that would be considered blasphemy. Yeah, but fries are thin and skinny, aren't they? We're on about chips. Which they call crisps, obviously, over there. But yeah. Especially when you used to get, was it McCain big chip fries? Yeah, big chunky things.
What the hell?
That is made me hungry. I'm going to have to start doing something.
Yeah, but I think Smokey was talking about when you were complaining about Five Guys.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I mean, they're not fries either, really, are they? They're kind of like
big fries. Yeah. Yeah.
Potato cut fries or potato cut chips. Slightly different.
Smokey says big ones are called steak fries there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we sometimes call them over here as well. I don't know. Well, steak chips or something like that.
Steak cut. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, crinkle cut. I remember like years ago, like I used to like my mum used to go, oh, why can't we have crinkle cuts? And she was like, oh, they're just the same. But then my mum used to do, she'd have a proper deep fat, pan with lard, and and make fresh potato, proper chips. Yeah.
Proper chips.
I mean, to be honest with you, I love sometimes I'll make them myself or whatever, but I like with the skins on as well. So
yeah, that's kind of like what they're like. That's kind of like what they're like in Five Guys.
Yeah, they are.
So,
but also years ago, I started doing basically I get a potato, I cut it into 4, and I mean normally you'd skin them, cut them in 4. and then put them in the oven or boil them, parboil them, and then put them in
Hello,
the oven.
Liam.
Put them in the oven for roast potatoes. Well, literally, I just cut a potato, so a part of it still got the skin on. I pre-boil it, put it in the oven, then and I call them farmhouse roast potatoes. And my kids thought that was quite ooh. Yeah, like a good jacket as well, but it's got to be in the oven, not in the microwave.
Oh yeah, oh Christ, no.
I remember when they started doing, is it McCain's or whatever, and you buy frozen or whatever, jacket potatoes. I'm like, you having a laugh? Just buy
They take longer than microwaving a standard jacket potato.
Yeah.
Also, it's like you pay God knows how much, but you can just go and buy a bag of potatoes for like £1 or something. It's ridiculous.
I do microwave my jackets, but I put them in the air fryer to finish them off.
I mean, I will say sometimes if I'm in a rush, I will start them off but I always finish them off in the oven. But yeah, probably.
Well, I don't currently own an oven, so.
Right, yeah.
I
ended up buying a hot air fryer because I haven't got a grill, so it's like.
So you haven't got a grill. Sarah hasn't got an oven. I haven't got a microwave.
Right.
She's got a kitchen between us.
My uncle used to cook even like roast chickens and that he used to cook everything in the microwave. I'll be honest with you, my microwave is used for heating up food, and that is it.
Well, I remember a guy before we had a microwave in work, and he
dry my socks.
He just started working for us, so he was obviously a new guy, and he went and bought a pizza. He was a security guard, and he went and bought a pizza, and I was like, I said, don't you want to put that in the freezer? It's going to defrost by the time you finish work tonight. So I'm having it for my lunch. I was like, well, it's not cooked, it's frozen. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go and cook in the staff room. I was like, you haven't got an oven or anything? He's like, oh no, I'm going to put it in the microwave. I said, I don't think it's going to work. And anyway, he tried to cook it and he ate it, but I went into the staff room just because I wanted to see what it was like. Because if it worked, I would have done the same. And it was just all soggy. It was just, it wasn't right. And you could see him eating it. And he's like, oh, it's fine. And I was like, nah, mate. It's just, because you don't get that crispiness, do you?
Do you know, I remember years ago working in a nursery, like garden centre. It was a Sunday job. And my mum used to do us a packed lunch. And I remember it being cold and we were in a little shed. And basically, we had one of those gas fires sort of thing, like a square portable thing. My mum used to do us sandwiches, and sometimes it could be cheese or whatever, but sometimes they were remember the meat paste you get in a jar?
Oh Christ!
Yeah,
like Princess or whatever. You still get it now because the kid at work, he loves it. But she used to do those meat paste, and I'll tell you what, I know it sounds revolting, but we used to get them and we used to put a screw in and we just put it up to the grill on the little gas fire and just toast them, and they were bloody lovely.
Paste sandwiches.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
I like salmon and tomato paste. I still eat that.
Yeah, we used to have that a lot as a kid, but I was never a big fan of it, if I'm honest. But
no, sardine and tomato, not salmon, isn't it?
I can't remember the flavors, to be honest with you. I just remember there being a blue, a red, and an orange one. I think it was the chicken one we used to have.
I do not like the beef one. I know that because it just smells like Paddy's food.
Yeah, I was going to say it just used to remind me of cat food or dog food.
Yeah, it's not good.
And you question then what's in it. It's just going to be offal and chicken lips and stuff like that. It's just. It's just the flappy bit the chicken's got up here and under here.
Yeah, the wattle and the comb, yeah. Not lips.
Oh, gross.
I'm never going to look at a tin of paste the same way.
Yeah, well, when I worked in frozen food, obviously, we did a lot of, training courses and stuff like that. And they used to talk about this big thing that came out in 80s, maybe even late 70s, and it was a big thing for ages until people realized what it was, and it was like MRM meat. We used to sell loads of it, and it was a big thing on this one particular brand called Burnham Matthews. And near enough, or they used to do turkey drummer. Do you remember the turkey breaded turkey drummers?
Yeah, we still get them now.
Yeah, well, they were one of the worst because it was like basically it'd have meat on the back made with turkey drummer turkey, and then down the bottom it'd say MRM meat, and people would be like,
yeah.
Well, obviously one day people started questioning it, and of course, again, before the internet or anything, so you just go by, you know, what your I don't know, what was that program called with what's her name, where she used to investigate these things. Anyway, long story short, it turns out it was mechanically recovered meat.
Yeah,
it's called.
But turkey twisters, the big thing about turkey twisters as well.
Twizzlers, yeah. So they went into this. They did this. Basically, this. We had to watch this video thing about like how it's made, and after that, I was like, I ain't touching it. And obviously, I'll eat anything because I'm a bit of a gannet.
Like, basically, all the left, you know, the bones and all that. I mean,
even now, when you get a piece of meat, including the bones, they squeeze it right down to get all the meat off. And all the juices and the drip out, they put that in. It's gross.
And do you know what though? Because I love the Frankfurt, it's like the hot dog sausages. You know, the flavor to those is delicious. But when I found out that, I actually stopped by, even though I still enjoyed the flavor. But I stopped. And now when I go to buy some hot dogs, I will look because there's still most of them still do have the mechanically.
Yeah. I'm just going to interrupt to say good evening, Kirsty.
Yes. And Kirsty, I did see that. So she said she's here for Rufus. So there you go. Say hello, Kirsty.
Kirsty joined just at the right time as a vegetarian while I was just talking about mechanically recovered meat. So sorry, Kirsty. But
there you go.
She's here for Rufus.
Yeah.
Nice. Not for me, like. But...
Well, she's got you at home, you know. So.
Well, she hasn't though, has she? Because she's not here.
Ah, right. I was going to say, I was being generally nice. I was going to say she can have you any time of the day, but then I thought that sounds wrong.
Yeah, perhaps not.
My heart was in the right place. I knew what I meant.
It was, yeah. There was a genuineness to that.
Yeah.
She's up in London at the moment with her mother, so shout out to Donna, Kirsty's mum. And obviously Kirsty up there. They've gone to see what's the name of the group again? Boyzone. Is it Boyzone? Yeah, Boyzone. Because they're big fans of Boyzone, especially when obviously
you're saying last night,
So they've gone to see that, and they're having a couple of days up in London. But Kirsty got a chance to go and see the wedding venue as well today in person because we weren't sure whether. Well, I'm obviously not going to get a chance to go. So she sent some pictures of that. So that was quite exciting. We didn't actually realize there's actually 2 rooms. We've got. We thought it was like one long room, but it kind of is. But it's actually partitioned into 2 separate rooms. So
one for all of us. One for all of us. The other one for Slurpee.
Yeah, but up in London. The only disappointing thing is that they booked some. I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the stream. No, I wasn't. I was telling my mum. They booked some hotel thing or like a lodge. I don't know what it was. They wanted to try and book somewhere that had like a kitchenette, so they could, because they were going to be there for like 4 or 5 days. They didn't want to be like going out and like paying for 3 meals a day. So at least if they could, and because Kirsty's mum's still kind of recovering, she's needs to kind of rest during the day and stuff. So the plan was to kind of go do something together in the morning, have breakfast in the hotel in the room, so get some breakfast foods and bits and pieces in that they could eat during the day. Go out for a couple of hours and do something. Then her mum come back and rest and get like an afternoon nap or a nana nap or whatever. And then while she's doing that, Kirsty can go out and do things that she wants to do on her own or whatever. And then they go out again then in the evening for some food. Anyway, they booked this place and it looked great and all the rest of it. And then Kirsty, after she'd paid for it, started looking at the reviews. And normally Kirsty's pretty good with stuff like that. She'll look at the reviews and read up things quite a lot of detail. So they're looking at the reviews and everybody's saying, don't don't stay at this place. You know, basically the place you stay doesn't match the pictures. It's a completely different place. And it turns out, after doing a bit of investigation, the people who own the property actually own multiple properties, and they use the photos from their nicest one to advertise all of them. What everybody's been saying is that the people who put good compliments in or good reviews in are the people who actually stayed where they're supposed to be. And everybody who was negative was saying, no, it's a completely different place. So, and they'd log complaints, and Booking.com or whatever it is, basically haven't done anything about it. So I was just like, after Kirsty, well, let's just hope that you get the place you're supposed to have. Anyway, so she got there and messaged me almost straight away and said, yeah, it's a completely different place, and it's not very nice either. So that's really frustrating. If that was me, I'd be going off, but I suppose there's not really much they can do about it at this point. So she did try to cancel it.
That's really sad.
I know. She did try to cancel it, but they basically said, yeah, you can cancel it, but we won't get your money back.
So they've got you either way, haven't they, really?
Yeah.
Was that Airbnb? Oh, no, you said Booking.com.
I can't remember which one it was, but it wasn't Airbnb, because they're usually pretty good with stuff like that. But I think it's like hotels.com or booking.com or something like that. So.
Oh, yeah, unless you pay the cancellation fee on top, you lose your money, don't you?
Yeah, I think this one didn't even have that as an option as well. It was weird.
I wonder why.
Well, that's it. That's it. And Kirsty's mad at herself because she's normally pretty good with stuff like that. What?
Building this, so open up bag one, and inside bag one you had little paper bags. Open up bag two, and it's these good old plastic bags.
Yeah, I still don't get that. I don't know what's going on with all that, really.
Yeah, bag.
I've started to see them now anyway, because I haven't really been having plastic bags myself because, paper bags myself. Because I still haven't opened so many of my newer sets. So, but yeah, I've started to see a few. Oh, what time is it? Oh, Christ, coming up to 11. Well, I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through this, so I'm going to try and still finish it.
Apparently it's raining in Chicago, much like Bognor then.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been all right here today, actually, but I haven't put washing out. I didn't put any washing out because it looked like it was going to rain all day and didn't, which is kind of annoying. But
it's back down to 13 degrees here. It's ridiculous after last week's 30 degrees.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's like even freezing. I've got a jumper on and everything.
Yeah, make your mind up, innit?
Making your mind up.
So, plans for the weekend, everybody?
Doing a show on Sunday.
Is that it?
That's it, I think. I don't think I'm doing anything. My kids aren't coming. I mean, Connor's coming round next week because it's his birthday, but not this weekend.
How old is he going to
be? He'll be 29.
You asking me, or?
No, I'm asking myself.
Yes, he'll be 29 because he's the same age as Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, your microwave meal's done. Your jacket potatoes done. What did he say he was cooking?
I don't know that he did.
Yeah, I'm cooking. I've put a pepperoni pizza in the oven.
A pepperoni pizza?
Yeah, but that was the bacon in the air fryer because obviously I like to cut up bacon and put it on top of the pizza.
I'm just getting a meat feast pizza. You get a bit of both then.
Well, because that wasn't in the deal when I bought them from Iceland.
Oh.
It's like buy 10 things for a tenner. So
All right, still do that, do they?
Yeah.
I'm going to really struggle ignoring the pizza and the crisps tomorrow.
Ooh.
The pizza and the crisps?
Well, when I'm going shopping,
oh,
I'm going to have to walk past the crisps and the pizza.
Did you
I
say you're on
may
some
have
kind
to
of diet
cave
or
and get
something?
some pizza.
Did you say you were on some kind of diet or something, is it?
Yeah.
I remember Sorry, go on.
It's not that I'm... If I really want something, I'm going to eat it. Like cake day, you know, if I really want cake on a Friday, I'm going to have cake on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying really hard not to. But temptation is always there.
Yeah. The thing is that the stuff that's bad for you is always the cheapest as well, which is annoying. But
yeah, this is it.
You're not helping us there. But I probably need... I was walking to work the other day, and I am conscious of the fact that... I am conscious of the fact that, like, now it's summer, I'm not just looking down, I'm looking around. Well, not that I was doing that when it was raining anyway, but I am conscious of the fact that when you walk past a car, the windows to the car are on a slight... because obviously they're tilted like this, kind of slightly away from you as you're walking past. So it is a skewed view of yourself. But I was walking past some cars the other day, and I was like, oh, I look like I was like a pear-shaped kind of thing. And I was walking past and thinking, oh, my stomach, I need to try and lose a little bit of weight off my stomach, because it just got like proper dad bod. Just kind of... And
talking of that,
is that I don't eat a lot of like junk food in general, but me and Kirsty have been probably having a few more takeaways than we normally would. Used to at one point just have one like round about payday, whereas lately, because of we've been busy with work and getting home late and God knows what, or one of us is out or whatever.
Paydays are always a good excuse to get a takeaway.
Yeah, so we've just been kind of, not eating particularly well or whatever. And when we were doing like HelloFresh and stuff, it's kind of portion control. But because we've stopped doing that, it's just like I find myself eating like, I don't know. I think it's because I got such a big appetite as well. I can't just eat a little bit of something. I eat way too much of things, and then I end up feeling bloated, and eating really close to bedtime as well is another thing I'm terrible with. So it's not so much what I eat; it's the eating habits that I've got more than anything else. Bad eating habits.
My eating is quite disordered, because often if I'm having medication or if I'm not well and I'm not getting up to cook food, I can go most of the day not eating, and then eat like there's no tomorrow the next day. So my body never knows quite what it's doing. You know, and because of them being quite inactive, the weight just goes on and stays on, and it's not great. So I'm trying to be very good.
Martin, I forgot because it's been a while, but obviously you mentioned about walking home and stuff. How about the latest cat watch? How's the cat?
Oh, so somebody else had, when I said that the cat wasn't there, I don't know if you were up to date with it all.
Yeah.
So the cat wasn't there, and then Kirsty was going back to see, and then so eventually she started looking on. She was worried something had happened to it. And we were in a position where we were kind of, after discussing it, which I wasn't like 100% on board with it to start with, but I wasn't necessarily against it, but we were thinking of just maybe taking it on ourselves, at least until we could find someone else for it. Anyway, that went on for a bit, and then we couldn't find the cat, and Kirsty was worried that something had happened to it, so she started kind of, I don't know, trawling through Facebook and stuff like that. See if anything came up, and eventually she found that somebody else had taken the cat in.
Right.
But we found out through another person, and that other person was then saying they're not sure if the person who they know who's taking it in is keeping it. They just took it in so they could go and take it to the vet. and see like what the crack was.
Yeah.
So they were keeping Kirsty updated and a few other people, because apparently in this kind of group chat or whatever it was, there was quite a few people in there had shown like an interest in the cat and been feeding it and stuff. Well, we saw that anyway when we got there, because there was loads of other food wrappers and stuff there. Obviously, we took ours with us, but everyone else just kind of dumped the empty package in there. But so basically what happened is we followed the story, and they'd taken it to a vet to see if it'd been chipped, and it hadn't.
Right.
And so they took it on basically, and
that's good.
That's nice.
Yeah, these other people have kept it, and they've renamed him. It was a him in the end, and
right,
it was a he, like, and they renamed it, but I can't remember what the name of it was. Hopefully, if Kirsty's in the chat, she'll say there was cupcakes that looked like pugs. Oh yeah, Kirsty went to a pug cafe. Oh, I need to show you this picture actually. So Kirsty sent me this picture from the pug cafe with their mother. Let me show you this. This is funny. I'll full screen myself a sec.
Yeah, I've done it for you, mate.
So where's the picture? She sent me so many pictures today. Oh, there you go. So there's Kirsty and her mum at Tower Bridge in London. You see it?
Yeah.
And
is that her mum or her sister?
I was going to say they look like twins.
So, mum, yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be the view, or near enough the view that we'll get from where our wedding is.
Lovely. That's really cool.
Our reception is. So she sent a picture of this one-eyed pug. I was like, oh, look, he's winking at me. Apparently he's only got one eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Snoop needs booting.
So she sent me this.
Oh, look. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
With all the pugs. So we've been to one in Manchester. So you go there and you get like, they all just basically climb all over you because, they give you pay for a cup of food and then they're just all over you. So we had this one. They had a photo with it. But then I took the photo because I don't know if you guys can see in this one. There's this one guy here with the blue eyes.
Yeah.
There. So I took that photo. I did.
Oh, bless.
I zoomed right into him. And he's got like blue eyes. I don't think I've ever seen like a black dog with blue eyes before, but I'm not sure what this is. I'm sure that is that dribble come out of his mouth or a bit of spaghetti or what, but yeah, so that was pretty cool. But Kirsty, if you're still there, let me know in the chat what they named that cat, because I've forgotten.
See, my mate had a dog. Oh God, what do you call him? A Staffy. He had oops, that's wrong. And this is going to sound gross.
Ugh.
He used to eat spaghetti, mate, and it used to be hanging out of his bum.
Oh, it always comes down to that in the end, doesn't it?
Sorry.
Toilet talk.
Yeah.
Every time.
I don't know. Shocking.
But is it though? Not really.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, so talking of diet. Oh, excuse me. Oh, talking of diets, I remember a while back, Kirsty. I can't remember. No, it couldn't have been when we were in a lockdown. It must have been before that. But Kirsty and her friends in work, this is when she worked for Disney Store, they decided to do, they were doing, it's called like sugar-free February or something like that, or whatever it was. It was a known thing. It wasn't just something obviously they decided to do. It was a thing. But and I was like, oh, well, actually, I could do with cutting down. So because I'm not trying to make myself sound altruistic or anything, but I think if Kirsty's trying to do something like that and I'm there munching on a bag of sweets or chocolate or ice cream or whatever, it kind of seems a bit selfish. So I thought, well, if you're doing it, I may as well do it too. And then we can remove all the temptation from the house, get some like sugar-free biscuits and stuff like that. And try it out and have a go at it, like. And then obviously she hadn't got to worry about, or I haven't got to worry about eating stuff that she can't have in front of her and feeling guilty and all that kind of stuff. So we decided we were going to do it together anyway. So we did that, and oh mate, I've never been more ill in my life. Well,
too much sorbitol by any chance?
Too much what?
Sorbitol, the replacement for sugar in confectionery.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that we were trying to find, like, we found a few things, but we didn't end up buying things like sweets and stuff. So some stuff we cut out altogether. I'd say 90% of our regular stuff we just didn't have anymore. But in terms of things like, because we like to have tea and biscuits and stuff like that. So Kirsty obviously had tea with no sugar in. I don't have sugar in my tea anyway, so it didn't affect me. But we found like a pack of biscuits that were like sugar-free biscuits, and they tasted awful. So I said to Kirsty, I'd rather just not have any than have something that, do you see what I mean? If it's replacing the product, but it tastes nothing like it and actually tastes bad, I'd rather not bother. So eventually we were just walking around the shop and just trying to find, items that didn't have sugar in them at all. And it was quite tough. But eventually so this went on for however many months it was. For however many weeks it was in February. Well, probably not as many as normal, because obviously it's only 4 weeks in February. But and I was Kirsty was fine, but I hadn't gotten to, like, I don't know, I want to say like maybe day 15 or 20, and I was really bad. Like, I just didn't feel myself. I remember traveling down, and a friend of mine was having an engagement party down in Barry where my parents still live. And I remember traveling down there, and I had Maya with me. So she was going to my parents were going to look after Maya while I went to my friend's house, and then from there to the party. And I was just so unwell. I said, I'm going to have to go to bed. So I went to bed, and I just didn't feel myself. It was awful. I can't really even explain it. It was a weird kind of illness, and I hadn't been well for days. And I didn't even click that it had anything to do with the sugar-free thing. But I think I started reading up on it, like my symptoms, because I couldn't work out what was wrong with me. And it was just like, basically, some bodies aren't just cut out something like that. Just all of a sudden, if you cut down on it is one thing, but to just suddenly go without sugar, it can have a drastic effect on your body. So I remember
his wife did once something like a detox or something, and after a couple of she had to stop because she was getting really bad headaches and stuff.
Yeah. I basically went to this party. I felt kind of awful about it, but I went to this party, and they had a buffet, as you normally do, like a running buffet at a party. But they also had a separate table just with cakes and cupcakes and all this over the top stuff. And I was just like, nah, I'm not doing it anymore. I can't do it. Obviously, I know now that that's what's making me ill. So Kirsty was like, look, if you're not going to do it, that's fine. And I was like, well, if I'm not going to do it, I may as well go out in style. So I just loaded my plate up with like every, just absolutely stuff. And I straight away, immediately, within, probably about 10 minutes of eating that first cake or chocolate and sweet or whatever else was on there, I felt fine again. I was back to normal.
I bet your body was going, "Oh, thank God for that."
Oh, it wasn't good at all. And so from then on, whenever I've cut anything out of my diet, I've done it gradually, rather than straight away like that. And I obviously haven't gone back to cutting sugar out of my diet, which is probably one of the worst things in my diet at present, because I've got an awful for a sweet tooth. But yeah, since then I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna take my time. I'm never gonna just try and do it all at once. But it's just annoying because I don't know if it was just a male thing, but all of Kirsty's friends or whatever who were also doing it, none of them had any issues either. So I don't know. But yeah, that was the only time I've really tried an actual diet, and never again. Do you know what though? I think I'm gonna. How are you getting on with your build, Wiki?
Well, I'm doing this bit now, which I think is going to be the top tail fin thing, I think. I'm just trying to fit it together now. But yeah, I did have a bit of a pause, and then I've come back up into it. I'm also trying to eat my pizza, and I'm watching him. Go away! No, don't you dare go over there.
Does the cat want the pizza?
Yeah.
I want the pizza too, Pussycat.
Right, so I'm going to show the camera where I'm up to. I just find it strange because there's 4 stickers to go on this probe droid, and they've only had me put this one on and this one on, and the other 2 are supposed to go on here, but not. They've already asked me to put it, or not asked me, but they've told me to put it in there. I didn't realize it doesn't actually clip in, so you can actually take it out and move it around, which I think is pretty cool. But it looks like it's going to be quite kind of wobbly, especially when it gets heavier. It's not like really tight in there, but yeah, it's just weird that like, am I gonna have to try and put those stickers on when everything else is on there? Seems a bit bizarre, but yeah. So this is where I've gotten up to, and I think I might have to call it a night because, first of all, I'm absolutely roasting in here because there's no doors open and stuff, but also especially after Whittaky talking about his food, I'm absolutely starving, and that cherry bakewell cake was just a tease, really. So, but it is past 11 o'clock. I'm disappointed I didn't finish the build, but probably because I spent half of the stream talking nonsense. But before you guys even came on,
I've just done this bit that Martin. I think it's the thing that the tail bit that goes down, because look, it goes like that. So yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to finish as well, mate. I didn't even get to finish bag 2. I probably will do in a minute, but I'm going to eat my pizza now.
Yeah, I'm just uncomfortable. I don't want to eat on the stream, but I don't want to go to bed too late. I've got work. Not early, but I got work tomorrow, so I think I'm going to call it a night. I will, because obviously the idea was for you guys to vote for this set, which obviously you did, if any of you are watching, and then for me to obviously build it on stream. I will make sure I finish it on a stream, even if it's not this one. But obviously I'll have to get back to you on that. And also, I'm missing a piece. I was missing a piece, but it was quite early on the build, and I was thinking, there's so many little pieces here, I'll come across it. And I still haven't, and that's unusual. Normally, if I think, I'm missing a piece, it either turns up or it's in the bag still and I haven't emptied the bag properly. But no, shut up. I'll shut up. I just found it. I literally just found it. I knew it would turn up eventually, but yeah, ignore me. So there we go, guys. The probe droid is about, I don't know, 3/5 of the way built. I don't want to say halfway, but slightly more than that. But yes, did Kirsty say what the name of the listening to you talking about eating too much sugar whilst munching on a cookie? Oh, okay, nice. It's fine if you don't eat the whole packet, Kirsty. Did she say what the name of the dog was? I thought your parents were with you and your mum made you eat sugar because you were so unwell and being ratty. Yeah, I don't think I was ratty. I think I was more sleepy than anything else because obviously I don't have any sugar in my diet. But I think Lima's stream is going to be interesting if that's the intro. Wait, what?
The one-eyed pug was Gaston. If that's what you were asking.
The one no, the cat. Sorry, not the dog. The cat.
No, she doesn't know what the name is.
I thought she said. What was the name you gave it then, Kirsty? Because you kept calling her name, so I assumed that's what they'd started calling it. I thought they'd said there were people who'd taken it on and let you know what they'd called it. I might be dreaming that, I guess.
She did also say sugar-free February was a dark time.
Yeah. What's for me anyway? Sugar-free, yeah. The cat was Michael Chase, but when they called the number, they said they didn't have a cat, and I have no idea what they've named him. Am I remembering that wrong then? I thought, I'm sure you've been calling it something. Anyway, I don't know. I'm getting confused, obviously. So Send you the new intro for the show, Sarah. Have to let me know if it's any good. Oh, it's an exclusive, is it?
It's very interesting. I belly laughed.
It's a bit cheeky, isn't
it? Cheeky's one word for it.
Yeah.
When it's sun. The hell is that? I thought it was a giant bug in here then, but I realised somebody was whizzing past on a little motorbike. It's early hours of Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
2 a.m. Sunday morning, yeah.
Right. So it's for this stream. That stream you're talking about. When's he doing that
next week again tomorrow night for you, Liam?
Yeah, I might. I'm not in work super early, so I might be able to stay up and catch like the beginning. But I'm not going to be able to. You say it starts at 2:00?
Yeah.
I think it is our time, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It was last week, yeah.
Okay, so 2:00, yeah. So I might stay up and catch like maybe the first half hour or so.
And unlike us, he tends to start on time.
Glad you said us and not me. I wasn't that late today. It was only like a minute.
No, I didn't say. I meant us on our show. I meant the
Song I send you, Cool Hand, would be great. Would be great with the Probe Droid build. Song you sent me. Which one? You sent me so many songs, man. I've lost track. But yeah, I am gonna have to call it out. Yeah. What?
Yeah, the song would be very good with the Probe Droid.
Okay.
Emphasis on the probe.
Yeah. I'm already guessing. You know what my mind's like?
You named him Rufus because I told you when I was a kid I always wanted a cat called Rufus. Oh yeah, because it's Rusifi. Is it? No, it's Rufus from Tribe Called Quest. Oh, what's the name of the Rescuers, right?
Rescuers. This is who he's named after. He's named after Rufus from the Rescuers.
Just hanging him upside down.
Yeah, poor cat.
He loves it. Yeah, this is why
you could probably wear him as a scarf.
I named him from the Rescuers.
Yeah.
M&S white chocolate and raspberry cookies.
Just about to grab my pizza. Go on, off you go. There you go.
That's why. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what he's knocking about. He's open for a palm off.
Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of this since everyone knows what I've done or haven't done. So Lewis is out there. One with the stud. How are we doing, Lewis? I was gonna say almost time for 700 special, and you're already past that. Yeah. So the 700 I'm gonna do next week, but I'm gonna put a new poll in the chat for what I build on that stream, and on that one, I can go a little bit later. So hopefully I should finish the build. So I'll finish this build on streams over the weekend or into next week. So this one will be done by then, and then I'll start a new one for the 700 next week. And hopefully by next Friday I haven't hit 800, so I'll actually be ahead of the curve then instead of behind. I remember watching the Rescuers on VHS. You're not that old, Lewis. No way.
I even quite enjoyed the Rescuers Down Under as well.
Yeah, I preferred American Tail. During that era.
Rescuers is one of my favourites.
Yeah. Pardon me. R-E-S.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for tonight, guys. So from Whitkey and from Sarah, aka Paddy the Theatre Dog, thanks for both of you for popping on, but obviously nice. Yeah, it just looks like a weird lump, doesn't it, with a thing hanging on the bottom.
At the moment, yeah.
If I can walk past the cake, the crisp pizza, and now cookies tomorrow. Yeah, to be honest with you, that pretty much with all the crap that's in Tesco's or Asda or whatever it is you go in, there is it'd be like hopscotching around the shop. So yeah, you can't really miss it, and they put all the junk on the kind of ends as well. So I'm 18 but grew up with VHS. Might have been the Rescuers down there. How are you? 18. You grew up with a VHS. Would he have known? I suppose. Now 18. How many years ago was that? Oh, obviously 18 years ago.
Is mum and dad's collection or something?
18. What year are we now? 2026. So it would have been. Oh, my maths is shocking. Like 2008. 2008. What? I'm sure we'd even gotten rid of DVDs by then, hadn't we?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway, great. Yeah, it's nice to be in touch with the older VHS. We were talking about VHS earlier, actually, where I lent the VHS of Lawrence of Arabia off my friend, and even though it was like a 3 or 4 hour movie, it actually had the full intermission on the VHS as well.
Yeah,
that was bizarre.
Okay. Same as Gone with the Wind as well. Yeah.
Mate, my grandparents brought all the James Bond for me on VHS. I had all the James Bond on VHS. Well, I think it was like before the Daniel Craig ones at least, but might not have even been all the Pierce Brosnan ones at that point. Mate, my grandparents brought all the James Bond ones for me. I'm 2007 and DVDs were around, but we only got rid of our VHS about 2020 perhaps. Oh really? Wow. I remember taking stacks and stacks of them to the charity shop.
I'm one of the generation that had Betamax.
Yeah, same. I watched Star Wars on Betamax.
Yeah, I think I did.
So Liam saying, I sent it to you, Cool Hand. Play it. Oh. What, send it now or? What, oh, you sent it on Instagram? Or did you send it a while back? I haven't had nothing new off you, so I'm assuming you were talking about the old ones, but I don't know which because you sent me a bunch. Oh no, he has just sent me a new one. Should we listen to it now?
Yeah, why not?
Well, he said to play it. So
yeah.
There you go, guys. Another exclusive for the show. Hope we don't get a copyright strike.
And you say these creatures came from Uranus. And you say these creatures came from Uranus. I'd like to visit Uranus. I'd like to visit Uranus. And you say these creatures came from Uranus.
A sneak peek there for you guys. If you want to hear the rest and hear it probably clearer and in full, go and check out Liam Brick the Bed. He will be streaming over on his channel, which is easy to find. It's just at Liam Brick the Bed, no gaps, all caps, the beginning of the letters, beginning of the word, sorry. And he's in the chat anyway, so you can kind of click on his profile and it should take you to there anyway. So go and check that out. He's going to be streaming 2 a.m. UK time, Sunday morning, 9 p.m. Eastern, Saturday night if you're in the US. And that works out, I think, 11 a.m. Aussie time or Tasmanian time, whatever. I'm not sure what the banding is there. Or what it's called. It's Australian Eastern. I can't remember. Go and check that out. Fun times. And what have you got on the show for us, Liam? What are we doing? Are we building? Are we chatting? Have you got your usual sidekick with you? Smokey Smoke's going to be up in the house. Let us know. We still have some of our VHS Mickey Mouse Christmas. Well, lovely to hear you on the stream, Sarah. I fully understand about the 4 hours. No, it is what it is, mate. We will have to try and schedule this Harry Potter show as well at some point. I just keep telling myself that I need to try and rewatch all the movies prior to you coming on, so I don't look like such an idiot. But I'm not going to read the book.
I don't feel you have to.
I feel like I should really just, I try to do some research for it. But not only that,
your homework, don't you?
I do some homework, but also I've wanted to rewatch him anyway. But I know Kirsty wants to watch him, and I don't think Maya's ever seen him.
That's up to date with Harry Potter, so
we'll probably try and do that. But that's not to say I've got to watch them before you can come on. But we need to decide what. So maybe we put it to the members and just say, look, if we come up with some ideas between us on what we can do in terms of Harry Potter, like, are we going to do our top 5 sets? Are we going to worst to first? Or are we going to do like a tier list? Whatever. Come up with some ideas and then get the members to kind of pick. Because I think there's a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, even within our community. So, Smokey, yes, I'll be there tomorrow night. Thanks again for the great stream, Sarah, Martin, and Martin. Yeah, appreciate you. And Smokey obviously reminding us that we're supposed to be going. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you both popping on. If you are catching this stream on replay, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like the stream, regardless of whether you're a subscriber or not. But obviously, go and subscribe if you're not already. I would really appreciate it. I would like the extra sub. It does really help out the channel, of course, and it helps towards us reaching our goal of 1,000 subscribers. And I'm streaming every single day until we hit that. Today is day 94, and we are currently on. Let me refresh it. Ooh, so we've had a couple off this stream. So we're currently on 742 subscribers.
Excellent.
And yeah, day 94. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. And obviously, thanks for liking.
Good night.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you need something in the meantime, go and check out Liam's stream tomorrow night as well. Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.
Night, everyone. Ta-da.